Anji Kuzi, what's going on, guys, and welcome to episode 3 of Food for Thought. You're joined by myself, Mr. Munchbox, and my co-host
Hungry Hass. Today
we've got a couple of lads from Oldham. We've got Mr. Zahid, aka Mr. Chinks, and Mr. Bullet Rahim. What's going on, guys?
What's going on, guys? You okay?
Yeah, all good, man. Thank you for coming, even though you're about 3 hours late. We appreciate it.
That's still an hour early for my time.
Oh, you're still on time, Patan time.
Time, innit?
No problem. What have you been up to today anyway, guys?
Nothing really, just
Couple of
You've been on the
missions.
phone to each other all day, like, you know, make sure you don't say this. Okay, you make sure you don't say this. Just negotiate.
I know.
Look,
Not to embarrass each
just
other.
relax.
No dark secrets.
Just relax. Have a good time. Let's have some fun. You guys are funny guys. You're very influential guys on social media.
What do you mean
now.
funny? Funny how? What, I abuse you? I make you laugh?
You do.
If you know the movie.
I don't know the movie.
Goodfellas. What do you mean funny, huh?
I want to know a little bit about yourself. Where did the name Bullet Rahim come from?
That's a nickname that I've had since I was young. I think they used to call him Uncle and Taffy, didn't it?
Yes, they called your Uncle Taff and your whole family, they hold the bullets. As in,
Yeah, and then it's a name that stuck to me like when I was young. And I remember once I come home with the United top and it said Bullet at the back. My dad goes to me, he goes, when you were young, you used to come home crying to me saying, oh, they call me Bullet. Now you've come home with a football top that says Bullet at the back.
Talk about football tops, remember my football top?
Oh,
Oldham Athletic, right? No apprehension sport. I mean, it was a racist club in it, right? We bought one that said, well, I think we had a couple of them.
Yeah.
Oldham Athletic, we had just to represent because we was going college in Ashton and we wrote Werneth Patans on it. It was very segregated when we were growing up. So Patans was separate, Meadpeel was separate, Bengali was separate in Oldham. So I don't know. So Werneth Patan, so we called it Werneth Patans. And we had
So
it
is there a big, I'm sure there's a big Bangladeshi community.
very big Bangladeshi community, mashallah, very good people.
Big up the
they've got,
Punjabs,
all the Bayas from Banglapura. Everybody knows Banglapura. BF in Oldham, it's like Brick Lane of London. So in the north, everybody knows it. So they've got Westwood.
So you've got a saying, leave it. Where did that come from?
I don't even know. I think I started saying that about 6, 7, 8 years ago. Someone Snapchat.
Because like I've got wee woo and everyone's got their own thing. And like with yours, whenever I watch your Snapchat in particular, you're always at the end of it, leave it.
Yeah. You know what? I don't say it much nowadays, but I used to say it a lot on Snapchat. But I have started picking it up again all of a sudden.
So are you two related or?
Yeah, we're cousins.
Unfortunately.
Are you actually cousins or are you cousins?
No, we're cousins.
We're cousins, like,
So
you know.
you've been tight from young then, yeah?
Well, our families are tight.
Okay, good.
So it's passed on, really, to be honest with you.
We're cousins because I'll explain out to you now. Years ago, my granddad borrowed his granddad like a shovel or something.
Yeah, spade it was.
A spade, innit? Spade, shovel, call it a shovel, a spade, and then that's how they become good friends and they become cousins somehow.
I was that in Pakistan?
Pakistan, yeah.
Wow,
Right, okay.
that is mental.
So are you guys...
Okay, no, you said it.
So Oldham itself, obviously, you know, we do food videos and stuff like that. What's the Oldham food scene like?
Can I just interrupt you one sec?
Yeah.
Considering it's a food
Hub.
no, not food hub, a food podcast.
Yeah.
I'm a bit upset that, you know, we were offered no food or anything.
Listen, don't worry, guys, we got CCTV here. The CCTV.
I'm very disappointed that we offered no food or anything. I had that pizza box there.
3 chicken pieces and 2 pizza boxes later.
No, you know, obviously growing up, food in Oldham, obviously, as we were younger, we had less money, and then obviously growing up, we got EMA. I don't know if you guys know what EMA is, right?
Yeah. £30 a week.
We used to get paid £30 a week. It was trialled in Oldham. I don't know if you know, right? It was trialled in Oldham. So obviously we used to get £30 a week, and we start going initially. The first shop that we'd go to is where Virginia is now. They had a chicken. It was called Mr. Chicken, right? And fully enough, the logo is identical to that. There, SFC.
It was similar, very
It was
similar.
identical to that. No, I'm not going to say it's the exact same, but identical, right? And it was called the Mr. Chicken, and they did a cheeseburger with chips and a drink for £2.
Wow.
Back then, so that obviously you'd put £10 away for your lunch, and you still had a bit of money for going back and forward, right? We had Kansas opposite it. That I remember it's now £1.40. You'd get 2 wings, a piece of chicken, and chips, no drink. Yeah, £1.40. Yeah,
wow.
yeah. Right, so you put that 50p in. That's £2 again. That's a £10 a week for your food. So that's what it was. Starting off with food wise in Oldham for us, and it started getting busy.
I remember once on the live you were mentioning something about like Bullet, you like crazy over Virginias and you'd have it like 3 times a day or something.
Okay, right. So before that, I think I'll tell you what was even more crazy about was charcoal grill.
Charcoal grill, yeah. Big up charcoal grill.
Big up charcoal grill. And if you were a really old veteran of the fast food scene and as a college kid, you'd know charcoal grill's name before it was charcoal grill. What was it?
Dial pizza,
right? So that was the old school. Like everyone met there. You know, there weren't many fast food restaurants there like there is in Oldham now because there weren't that many people. Like over the years, you see the more people are eating out now. Initially, everybody was eating roti and stuff like that. You get takeaway every so often, right? There was no deliveries.
Yeah.
So
and
people would walk.
A popular thing where everyone used to get, you know, takeaways, and even on a weekly basis. I think we used to get takeaways every time my family used to come Bradford. Used to always like, you know, tell my mum and dad, oh, when you come back, bring a pizza back or something. We didn't really have much pizza joints in Oldham, did we?
So basically, Charcoal Grill was known for the £1 cheeseburger.
£1 cheeseburger, yeah.
£1 cheeseburger. It was very nice.
Or was it a meal?
It was just cheeseburger on its own, just cheeseburger.
It was £2 for a cheeseburger meal with chips and a drink.
Yeah, but that pound one was legendary for a long time. I think it's been there for about 5 years ago. I think it's changed.
Was it loaded with salad? Was it loaded with salad?
No, you could choose, but basically it was very basic. It was a frozen patty,
processed cheeseburger,
processed cheese. That's the only thing. But it tasted beautiful. As a 16-year-old, 17-year-old kid, you know, when you eat roti at home every day, that was like everything was.
That's
you know
like
what I'm saying?
A heavenly treat.
Yeah. You know, although I look only 21 or 22, I'm actually 55. I just got good skin routine, you know.
Mashallah.
Follow my OnlyFans if you want to be the treat. I'll give you the tips on how to get the good skin.
So, Bullet, with yourself in Oldham, what would you say your top 3 food places are?
For pizzas, it's got to be. We've spoken about this before. It's got to be Khan's Pizza, Wesa special. Big up all my Wesa, you know, Wesa Hills. But you know the thing is, with the Wesa special, sometimes they do make it is a bit of a hit or miss, depending on who makes it. But
the achar, when I had it, obviously I think one of the
the smell of the achar before you even eat it. That smell is something else, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know you're getting something quality.
I think personally, when I went down, I had it about 5 years too late.
Yes.
Yeah, possibly. But
10 years ago, it was the dog's bollocks. 10 years ago.
A lot of people used to rave about it when I went down. I enjoyed it. It was nice, but I think that swad.
You know, if you remember now, back then there were 3 pieces for a tenner.
Yeah.
For 12-inch pieces. Yeah. Cans used to be £9-10 for a 12-inch pizza then. Yeah. And it was still busier than everybody else. It was quality was worth it.
4 pieces for a tenner sweet palace.
Exactly. No, but it was quality pizza, quality toppings. It took the time on it, the fresh ingredients. It was worth it, and it was something we were very proud of, to be honest with you. Even though I hate Versailles, no, I'm joking, man. But you know, it was something to be proud of.
Listen, remember who's mad at there, yeah.
So, Bullet, what are the 2 places you've got? Where's that special?
For pizzas, it's got to be Khan's.
Khan's.
For fried chicken, it's got to be Virginia's.
No. I can't believe it. Sorry, I thought you would have said like George's or something.
Nah, do you know what? I've tried George's.
Yeah.
But you know, because I've got so used to going to Virginia for so many years, it's like I'm automatically programmed just to go there.
I had a bad experience with Virginia. I don't know if you've seen the video or not.
I don't think so, yeah.
My friend and me went down, the chicken stunk, I'll be straight up with you, and we just ended up coming.
Are we talking about bad experience in Virginia? Should we start going through the stories of, you put ketchup on my burger, you put mayonnaise on?
Who's this?
Oh. Brother.
So do you like ketchup?
No, you know what? I used to be a proper fussy guy when it used to come to food.
Yeah.
Back in the days, yeah.
You need to go a bit more than
listen,
fussy. People had the windows broken.
What's changed?
Smash the windows because they put mayonnaise on a burger.
Yeah, nah.
You actually smashed the window through?
No, we don't.
Okay.
Check, you know what?
Supposedly they've had the window smashed.
Okay.
Supposedly. Allegedly.
Okay.
Right? You know what I mean? It was a period in time where, you know, we were red-blooded. We thought we was the dog shit. You know, nobody could speak to us wrong.
No, definitely.
But yeah, there's been times where
Virginia's, if you're watching, if you're listening, I apologise. That was years ago. I weren't involved.
It was a spicy
dish.
And initially I didn't do it, but if I did do it, good if I did it. So just translate.
One thing, just the table. You know, when you do that, it's the mic speaking.
Oh, sorry.
I want to ask a question now. So, obviously, I did a bit of research into both of you, and I was just looking at your TikToking last night.
I'm not TikTok.
So, you have met Hamzat Chimaev. Yeah. You have also met Leon Edwards, is it?
Leon Edwards.
Tyson Fury.
And then also, you have met Imran Khan. How the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, you know what, with the Imran Khan one, it was... but first of all, I go to a lot of boxing events.
Which I've seen.
Yeah, I go to a lot of boxing events and stuff. On the seats where we get as well, we always make sure we get good seats. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
And with Imran Khan, I met him in Umrah 2018.
Wow.
I went there for the whole month with my grandma, my mum, a couple of my aunties, my little cousin and stuff like, you know, a big fraction of us. And we were in Medina. And like we see loads of like, you know, loads of protocol going on outside, loads of police cars parked outside, and one of my younger cousins who went, he goes every year as well, and he goes to me, goes, oh, you know what, I've got a feeling Nawaz Sharif's here. as soon as he mentioned that, and I'm thinking to myself, obviously, I've always been like a bit of an ADHD kid, you know what I mean? I've always been a bit of a mess about and stuff,
Yeah.
In my head, I just wanted to like mess about with him. I thought, you know what, I've seen him just hurl some abuse, not abuse, but
That's
you know.
not like you.
Just give uncle in it.
just
uncle this.
You know, just make a quick snap.
He ain't going to put ball in it. That's the problem.
I don't know what you're saying there, but translate in English, please. It was NLP.
It's so much I'm half beat pretty.
I know, but obviously he's in it. I don't understand it, do I? Me and has to understand, so you gotta translate for us.
We need to put subtitles in.
Subtitles, yeah.
Don't worry.
And where was that now? Yeah. So we end up going inside, we end up going inside the hotel, and we end up asking someone, and they go to Imran Khan's here.
Okay.
When they said that, bro, all our eyes lit up on that one. Like my dad's, you know, a big.
He's pro Imran Khan. He's pro Imran Khan.
What was that one? Of PTI and that, yeah.
Rolly.
And then when we ended up going inside, Imran Khan. We were over there for about 20 minutes, half an hour. As soon as we seen him coming, I managed to blog my way through the entourage. And that.
So what was the blog? Because you said that, I blogged my way through the entourage. Like, what did you say?
I'll tell you what I said on that one, yeah. So I seen him from far coming towards us now. There's loads of people trying to hush it away, yeah. I go, Assalamu alaikum, Imran Khan. He's looked at us and that man. I goes, listen, big fan of yours, from the UK. And then we tried walking towards him, and he was from that part where they tried, asking us to leave, or asking us like to go away from there, yeah. And he goes like, I don't know what he said in that one, like, leave it. He said something along them lines, that man. So we ended up going over to him with that one and got a quick picture with him, give salam to him with that one, goes, inshallah, you're going to win the elections. We got in the lift with him as well, dropped the legendary line, leave it. And then,
So from all the people that you've met, obviously you've got Imran Khan in there. I think he probably topped the list, but in terms of sporting figures, you've met a couple of different. I've seen you on your socials as well.
Apart from me, by the way.
Yeah, apart from you.
You do extraterrestrial activities. So, who stood out for you the most in terms of like personality, or someone you say you look up to, or like inspired you?
I've met a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of boxing, boxing stars, boxing superstars, if you want to call them. Yeah, in 2015 or 16, I think it was. Yeah. I met Prince Nassim in Manchester MEN Arena, and it was on the Billy Joe Saunders undercard. Billy Joe Saunders fight, we won the world title, yeah. Once the fight was over, we were leaving, and I ended up seeing Prince Nassim. And on that same day, it was the 18th or 19th year anniversary when he fought Kevin Kelly in New York.
Wow.
I remember that because I seen a post on Facebook on that same day.
Yeah, I remember.
Can I just make a point, please?
Yeah,
Sorry, it's very important. This is since we're very young, yeah.
Okay.
You might notice, alhamdulillah, mashallah, he's blessed with a stupidly smart memory, right?
Alhamdulillah.
So, mashallah, he's blessed with it. He'll remember people's number plates, right? He remembers dates, he remembers time. I'll say,
are you good with phone numbers?
I'm good with phone numbers.
He remembers everything. Like, he'll tell you, this day, this happened, but at the same time, this even happened on that same day. Bro, I don't even remember what colour, he'll tell you what colour socks you're wearing that day. That was it to you. He'll tell you what colour socks you're wearing. He's very good though. Like I said, he said he went through this day, that happens. People might think he would rehearsed it. This is how he is, mashallah, top of his head, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. And you know what? I think whenever I've seen like a lot of these people, I've never really turned into a fanboy, if you want to call it. Yeah.
Nice.
There's a couple of occasions it was when I met Hamza. It was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Yeah.
Hamza was like that. Prince Nassim was like that. I met Dana White in Manchester. When we went to the UFC fight in Manchester.
Yeah.
I met Dana White in East of East restaurant.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah, I seen it. I've got a picture with him as well, and I had a quick conversation with him.
How is he? Because online it's 50-50. He kind of puts that friendly face on.
He's very nice. As soon as I seen him, I'm not going to lie to you, I thought I recognised him. Like, I thought that I've spent some time with him in the past.
Yeah.
Jamaat or something.
Shout out to the 3-day boys, yeah.
Shout out to the Biliki
Have you
brothers.
Uh,
done anything longer than that? Just 3 days?
3 days, 10 days, I think, yeah.
Wow.
10
I've
days.
only done 3. After that, I want to leg it home.
But then I've done 2 weeks as well down the block.
So
when I seen Dana White, it was. I don't know if you've been to East in Manchester. The restaurant's downstairs, the Riverside one. Yeah. So
no, I haven't been there.
Dana White was walking upstairs. I've looked at him now. As I've looked at him, I'm thinking, where do I know the Gora from? I'm sure I know the guy from somewhere in that one. And he's looked at me. And that man.
Dominic doing it.
What?
Dominic doing it.
Dominic doing it. Tell the Dominic Moon story in a bit one sec. Yeah. And as soon as I've seen him now, I've looked at him now and he just walked past me and he had like some Asian Oriental look. I don't know if she was Mexican or she was Chinese or something, or Asian or whatever.
Thai bride.
Yeah, it could be a Thai bride. As he walked past me, I looked at him and goes, oh shit, Dana White. He goes, yo, what's up, my man? And he shook hands with that man and, like, coming from one of them hugs, I felt like one of the boys. I thought, yo, man's out here with, you know, doing what?
I think Dan himself and the UFC, at that point, he himself wasn't as big as he is now. Conor Khabib's things happened.
He was at the time,
You know, he was big, he's well known, he's been known. What I'm saying is UFC as a whole was as mainstream as it is now.
But I think one of the reasons is because UFC, there's a lot of intricacies when it comes to the sport, but I think UFC now personally, even when I watch it, I prefer it over boxing.
Exactly.
Boxing, it's not that it's gone boring, it's promoters don't make the fights happen.
Exactly.
And by the time it's like the Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao situation, they're too old. It's like, look, now you got Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, and it's just like a Mickey Mouse show. They're not fighting each other. And it's not about them being both top of the table in the food chain when it comes to the UK or England. But it's like, look, the Alexander Usyk, are they going to fight or what? Or what's going on?
Yeah, that fight's going to get on.
With Tyson Fury,
that fight will be good.
Bailey,
March time.
Bailey, Bailey, that's what he says to me. Bailey, where are you?
I'm okay. What do you say? I'm okay.
I'm very feel.
So
I've met Usyk as well.
Have you?
And with Usyk, I've got a video on my phone here where when I seen him, I was at the Tony Bellew and Usyk fight,
Okay.
And as Usyk was coming out, I've got it on Snapchat where I nearly, I grabbed his belt, I grabbed his IBF belt, I think it was, 'Cause he had 3 or 4 belts at the time with undisputed money.
Yeah.
And he's walking in with his entourage behind his team behind him with that one, and I really grabbed the belt off him with that one. I was just devastated that I didn't manage to snap it. I didn't manage to grab it. I didn't manage to grab the full belt off him.
And them phones are legendary. I think you got a phone from 2007 still.
2006.
What phone is it?
2006.
What phone?
Sony Ericsson K100i.
Wow.
Is that
with the orange button and green?
No. That's the Walkman when you're about. The one
right.
I'm talking about was the one with the Cybershot camera. It was like the best camera at the time.
Oh, yeah.
The 8 megapixel camera there.
The really big, like, it was a black phone and then they were silver. The camera was. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And that's got all our some mad memories. You should have bought that phone, man. We thought we were real bad roadmen back then. You know, once he called me, Rahim goes, Chink, come out. I go, bro, no. I got a strict family, right? I was like, bro, I can't come out, man. Trust me, man. No. You have to come out. I go, bro, what's up? He goes, bro, come on. It's snowing now, yeah? He goes, you have to come out because we're serious. Now, obviously, we were doing things we shouldn't really be doing. We're on the road, right? So I thought something's gone wrong with that side of our life, right? I was like, okay, come on, pick me up. So I ran out, I was sat in the car. He's took me now. He's like proper serious. We had this car, and police used to call it a baseball bat. Yeah,
baseball cap on wheels.
It was baseball cap on wheels.
No, police that one couple that pulled.
What was it called?
Bolton, the
PC Bolton.
Fudger.
Yeah. Anyway,
look into that camera and tell me
PC Bolton.
Absolute helmet. Absolute helmet, bro.
Right. So basically, like, it was the shot car anyway. Where
you know someone's gonna send him that, innit?
So okay. Subscribe to my OnlyFans. Right, so basically, like, we've gone. He's took me down. He's proper serious, right? Like, obviously, I'm thinking, shit, bro, something's happened. We're gonna get done. Man, he goes to it as the car park, and it's obviously dead. It was 24 hours. He goes, get out, hold this phone. I'm gonna do skids. He started doing skids around the fucking car park at 1 o'clock in the morning because he goes, it's snowing, and he's still got the videos, hasn't he?
I think I still got the videos.
That is mad.
Right.
That is mad.
So, I'm pretty sure 10, 12 years ago, maybe longer, there was a video circling on social media of a guy saying that apparently he took a cop chase from Oldham.
You know what? That video is actually true, that, yeah. That
video went past Cool's Barbers or someone, Barbers, someone. So is that true story,
That's actually a true story, that, yeah.
Wow.
That actually happened. I remember when that happened at the time as well.
Have you seen that video?
So talk me through it because I don't know.
You have to play
the video, bro, to understand that, man. He's basically sat in the back. He's sat in the back of a car, yeah. And the guy that's recording him, I'm not going to mention his name. Abdullah. Yes, Abdullah. Yeah, you know
the helicopter one.
Oh
my God, the kid.
Yeah. Took a chase.
Oh yeah. About 7. He goes, how many cops are chasing me?
M60. That one, innit?
Yeah, when he went from.
I never knew it was real, by the way, till you put a comment on
that actually happened. But every time people see it, I'll always like comment under it saying, the mad thing is, it's actually true, it actually happened in that, man. Because the way he's talking about it, you think he's just blagging shit, but...
No, I don't believe you.
That actually happened, man.
No way.
Honest to God, man.
And that kid was the driver?
That kid was the driver, yeah, he got nicked for it, man. That kid was the driver, he got nicked for it, man.
Well, I'm going to research this when I get home, because I think that's still bullshit. I don't trust nobody, bro. That's just me. Right, growing up in Oldham, obviously I grew up in Bradford. Two very different cities.
Oldham's a town.
Edinburgh, it's turning off.
City's town, same thing. Yeah.
Tomato.
Massive small, isn't it?
We're good. Is it red? Is it recorded?
Red boy, it keeps turning off.
Yeah, just keep turning the back on. It's fine. So, Oldham. I was speaking to a guy I know from Oldham. I did my research into you guys. It's called Tutu. Do you know Tutu? Qasim.
Yeah.
Why the nervous face? Why the nervous face?
I'm thinking.
Who the fuck is Tutu?
I know. Yeah.
Who is it?
So I was speaking to him. I said, "Look, I've got these two lads from Oldham coming on the podcast. They're good lads and stuff. And he had really good things to say about you two. You two are just sad bastards. You don't even know who he is."
No, I know him. He's a good brother.
Who is it?
He hangs them out with.
Well, that's going to tell you the whole personality of ours. So all the way through, I've always been quiet. Nobody knows me. We worked together doing everything we did. Everyone knew Bullet knew everyone. I was always a quiet guy. You know what I mean? This is how it's always been.
Yeah.
So I like keeping a low profile.
So to my question, anyway,
No problem.
what was it like for you guys growing up in Oldham, and what were like the things that you used to buzz off, and what you used to do, and get up to, like, what are the memories that you used to have together?
You know, on my TikTok bio, I've got it says big kid trapped in a man's body, and I still feel like, honestly, God, I still feel like 18 years old sometimes.
How old are you now?
I'm 23 and a half.
Is that what it says in your passport?
What years is that? Horse years, cat years?
Dog years.
Okay.
I'm leaving that one for you because I knew you'd
No,
say
I'm still, you know what?
Bitch.
I still feel young. I don't want to give my age away.
No, that's fine.
No one's gonna.
No, I'll say my age, man. 29 years old.
Take your cap off, he'll tell you his age.
29
sorry,
years
we're not
old.
going to go there. Sorry, we're not going there.
I can't go there. I ain't got no hair, so yeah, neither does he. So
Why do you think I've got
he's
hair?
a barber with no hair.
yeah, true. Barber no hair. So back to the question.
For me, it was massive difference. See, I grew up, right? My dad was quite well known for being, educated and kind of do a lot of people's paperwork and stuff. Very strict, yeah? So, as a kid, I was completely opposite as him now. Very, very quiet. I was a geek, yeah? I did my GCSEs.
You was always a fuck about, but yeah, quiet. Yeah,
No, I think see, the fuck about in the sense that I was a joker.
Yeah.
But I was a joker in mosque time, yeah? So I got kicked out of the mosque. I've got kicked out of the mosque. I went to a Punjabi, we call it Punjabi mosque, military mosque, right?
Was it in a house or was it in a mosque?
No, it was in a mosque on my street, right? So basically, I was a joker. But in school, I was really scared, right? They used to call me Chachi, yeah?
Right, okay.
The studies used to call me Chachi. It's his racial remark, but I've got enough love for him, right? One of them was a nonce now, one of them has been done for me, nonce, yeah? But to be honest, I never seen any of that nonce behaviour. He was good. They were good to me, they used to call me Chachi, but in our side, they call you Patana. Well, I don't find any bit of racism, to be honest with you, if you grow up now, yeah? It did seem wrong for a study to do it, but at the time, I've got love for him. He was very respectful to me. Apart from that side, he's picking for my ears, yeah? I don't know if you guys know Sully Smiles. Sully Smiles, have you heard of him?
No.
Okay, he's quite a well-known funny guy. Me and him used to go, we used to get leathered, absolutely destroyed. But we used to love it. We used to absolutely get callous, bent together like they say, yeah. But I learned Mirpuri through that, and I learned Mirpuri through best way. But I can obviously speak Pashto, Inko, Punjabi, Urdu, English, a bit of that, yeah. I can speak quite a few languages quite fluently, which it shocks people on TikTok. I get it even now. How can you know these many languages? Why are you taught you Patana?
Switch you up. Start speaking Mirpuri.
No.
Go on.
No, because his language is similar to is Punjabi.
My language is fucking English, mate. So I don't know what the fuck you're on about.
Right. So basically,
Your mother tongue or your father tongue
is Punjabi, yeah. I believe.
get in there, Pakistan.
I believe.
That stuff, yeah.
You don't know which guy from. You don't know where you're from.
Oh, where am I from? Well, you said it in a different
Islamabad.
language, so no, I'm from Jhelum.
Jhelum, you're a piece of Mirpuri, man.
I'm not.
Same thing, man. Same
Not
thing,
that that's
yeah.
a bad thing. Not that that's a bad thing.
We've already had this discussion.
I'm not-
Right, so basically growing up, right, so I was very, very
Someone's rugged the HDMI on the TV, mate.
It's alright. Pass me. Guys, don't worry, carry on. We'll,
So I was very, very quiet in the sense outside. My brother was quite into, fighting and stuff, so I didn't any of that stuff.
Is this your older brother?
Older brother, right. So because my dad died when I was young. So my brother was more or less raised me, right, as a son, right? And that's what kind of made me go off the rails. I was like a rebel, gold teeth, doing what we did on the streets.
Check, I don't think anyone's seen you with gold teeth.
Yeah, I've got a picture. I'll probably put it in there. I'll send it to you, put it in the podcast if you want, yeah? I had 8 gold teeth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Started off with about 2, 3.
Yeah, 2, 3 others. Yeah.
So are these veneers now?
Yeah,
They look quite natural, to be honest with you. They look good. Huh?
Would you snug me?
Would I snug you?
Yeah.
Depends how much money for.
Check, what's up with you, man?
No, it needs to be about 10 times that.
But you would do it though.
For the right amount of money, yeah.
That's fine.
Do you want to stop chairs? Let's just sort this out. Give me 1 second.
No, just do it here. Just quickly do it. It's alright.
Is the camera going off?
No. It's fine. You just
carry on.
Yeah, you guys carry on.
So yeah, basically then obviously we were doing things that we shouldn't really be doing.
Back in the, listen, you got to mention back in the Jahiliyyah days.
That's what I'm saying to you.
With a capital J.
whichever. My brother's
So
wife.
so life changed massively in the sense of being a guy who did all his homework and stuff. I actually was at Bradford Uni and I dropped out and I was like, well, I don't really want to do this. I wanted to become a doctor, right? When I was young, my dad wanted me to be a doctor. I was smart, like I tell you,
Street doctor or doctor?
No, proper doctor. And I thought, if you're not going to be a doctor, you're going to be a pharmacist or you're just a failed doctor, mate. Shut that, you're not going to money. So obviously I worked my way up doing legit work and I was quite good. I had a very good job working for Bestways, who I'm taking to employment tribunal at the moment. See you soon, boys.
See you caught, baby.
But yeah, so it was well there. Look, it made me travel up around the country. So life's been up and down, massive difference, being and all the way through. I've got a very, very strict, hardcore Pathan family, right? And my personality is massively, one of them. So
but in terms of, like you said, with your mosque, your education, do you think like the kind of discipline that you got then is kind of helped you a bit in terms of? I'm not saying becoming mature, but
Listen, I'll tell you. So mature. I think we lack maturity to the right age. Look, I'm 35, right? It is not much younger, right?
5 years.
But I think our personality is different. There's no excuse for it. But I think I can sit with the people that are older and have a discussion. That's all right. But I don't think I'm a serious person. I like having a laugh and joke. I think the life's taught. We've had some hard lessons.
We've been humbled in life, innit?
We've been humbled in life. A lot of things being from the top, falling down. Work for nothing. My dad died. My brother was 20. I was 16. Small little house. I worked 2 jobs. I worked 2 jobs when I was 16. I used to work 7 days a week. On Saturday, I used to work from 7 o'clock I used to wake up at 5, catch a bus 6 o'clock in the morning, work till 4, catch a bus home, get home at 5, walk up to Sainsbury's and work till 12, 1 o'clock at night. That's on a Saturday. I'm a 16, 17-year-old kid. So it's worked hard, and it's like I've got certain views on women and stuff like that, which are very hardcore, misogynist, if you want to call them, Pathan male views, yeah. But women think we hate women. I was raised by my mum, innit? Like I was saying to you. So it's kind of molds you in a different kind of way of how you're looking at things, how you look at guys who grew up without their father. Nowadays, it grows up without the father because usually they're divorcing and stuff like that. So we've had a lot of life experiences. At times, I'll ask Bullet, do you think if my dad was alive, would I ever go down the road I went?
Never, ever, man. No.
So, what was the biggest effect that you think that your father's death had on you?
I think it was the being rebel in it, being freedom. Because my brother used to run the house, so my brother was working all the time. My mum in Pakistan don't speak no English, right? They just don't do it. Old school, right? Yeah. They don't want to learn English. I'm saying to you, the plan was never to stay here to do everything. Plan was to go Pakistan. My dad had earlier cancer and stuff. So anyway, my dad died, 27th of Ramadan, Maghrib time, smile on his face. Janaza, he was after Jummah, so his body there. My dad used to say, look, listen, the difference between believers and unbelievers is believers don't fear death.
Yeah.
You can most be the healthiest person ever, look after everything, bus clean, boom, you're gone. Don't fear death. It comes to all of us. So when my dad told the nurses, don't tell the family I've got cancer. Because they're young, right? They're going to be upset till the day I die. When I die, they'll be upset again. Don't tell them.
So you kept it hidden from everyone, innit? Wow. Up until obviously.
Do you know when
your mum as well?
Yeah?
Even from your mum as well? I
can't really tell. I don't think so. I don't think he told my mum, to be honest with you. Right? As a Pathan man, we don't really share our emotions with women, bro. It's just different. We don't do that kind of thing. It looked upon as weak for us. Okay? When my dad was dying, all the family was around him. He told the nurses, "Can you leave, please? You're not back. Can you get out of the ward, please?" Or the current thing. And he knew the angel was coming. So you have
certain signs, don't you?
Yeah, but so he's peaceful. It was good, and I think obviously a lot of people said this at the time. Me and my brother, my dad had some kind of effect on us because we grew up quite,
It's really been 20 years, isn't it? The 2003 or 4.
Yeah, well, I was 16, 17, and now
I'm 25.
So about 19 years.
Did a lot of time. Wow. I think, it did have obviously massive effect. I was a rebel. I did things that I should have done. What we did, we worked on the streets. I'm saying to you. So we did a lot of stuff that we should have done. I don't think I'd be doing any of that. I think I'd be probably more religious. Although I'm into, I believe Islam wholeheartedly. I love researching it. I love researching the Bible. I know the Bible quite well. I look into Hinduism. I know Hinduism quite well as well. Sikh, I don't know Judaism.
Sorry
I know
to
quite
stop
well.
you, but are you like Oldham's Dr. Zakir Naik?
I don't think I'm not, and I want to say. How does that
Page 35.
You know what it is? When you've been away and you've been away from everything and you're in a certain place and you're on your own, the best thing is reading, bro. I love reading, you know. I'm a geek. And I never tell you, I'm a fucking geek, you know.
He's very smart. He's very, very smart.
I can tell straight away just from talking to you that he's smart.
So
he's got the gift of the gab as well.
I don't think it's the gift of the gab. I think he's a straight talker.
Are you flirting with me?
I'm gonna take you up on the offer on that kiss later on when this goes up.
Shake hands. That's it, shook hands.
So
Right, I want to just quickly ask something before we get sidetracked. Because we're on the topic of highs and lows. When I was younger, I've got family in Oldham. Pretty sure you picked me up as well.
Yeah,
got some family in Glodick as well.
Yeah. Pitt Street,
Sweet Palace, Brompton Street.
Yeah.
So Sweet Palace, that's one of the places I used to go. It was like £1 for a 9-inch piece or something like that.
Let's do it.
I know. I did a video on it.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I made a video and they've closed down for refurbishment. And people are like messaging me on social media and saying, bro, you put a video, we've come here, the business is closed down. But that wasn't what I wanted to get into. The reason I'm mentioning Oldham, like I've got family there coming. I remember you mentioned on a live once that one of your cousins passed away. And I kind of remember that. When we were younger, it must have been at least 2002, something like that. About 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact story, but I remember.
Was it about when I said you had meningitis or something? Or?
No. Am I right in saying it when somebody? Yeah.
No, that was in 2009. That was
9, yeah. Okay. It was
You tell you the dates, man. Ask the date.
Yeah, 9th of July 2009 one.
Saturday.
It was a while.
It was a Wednesday night, Thursday morning. That one.
What did I tell you?
Was it anywhere near Sweet Palace or was
No, that happened in a different area.
I'll tell you why you say that. There was next to the shooting Glodick at the
So about
before it.
a couple of months later in September,
Yeah.
so like straight up from the road from there, you take a left on Glodick Road. There was another shooting that happened there.
Wow.
Money Jojo, may Allah give him Jannah as well. And that one he got. That's where he passed away in that one. Yeah. But the one that you were talking about was.
So was your cousin similar age to you?
He was academically a year older than me in that year. He was 21 when he passed away. I was about 19, 20.
Yeah, I kind of remember that because we used to come to Oldham a lot, and I remember when that kind of happened. I don't remember the exact story.
Yeah, you know
behind
what? That was one of the things that's had a big impact in my life.
Yeah.
We'll touch on that later on, inshallah.
Inshallah. Yeah, because
2 seconds. Where's the case with your batteries in it?
for which phone?
For that.
It's in the back. Sorry, guys. This is nice, yeah.
That is absolutely beautiful. What's it? I can taste the nuts in it.
By the way, guys,
Cardamom.
what Zahid, it's got about 9 different nuts in it, I think.
Big up Shilajit Shop.
Guys, this is brought to you by our official podcast sponsor, Salvio, Salajit Shop. The only one drink that you need. This has got, I think, about over 80 minerals. And obviously, because we're doing podcasts, you know, the Don Daddy,
if I remember correctly,
Mr. Joe Rogan.
84.
Yes.
Yes.
So Mr. Joe Rogan's already mentioned this. It's got a lot of health benefits in there. It's kind of like a pre-workout.
Wait, I've tried another one before. You know
Yeah.
the bottle that I had before, yeah?
Yeah.
It tastes a lot sweeter than the other one that I've had, man.
That one.
Yeah, I've had another one before.
So
Right,
big
okay.
taste.
Yeah, there's a lot of politics when it comes to that. We'll keep that to a side, but
You know, Joe Rogan said that Shilajit, which is a natural compound that's from our end of the world, right?
yeah, the northern side, yeah,
So it's from
yeah.
Pakistan, right? Actually, Shilajit is one of the points where when I was young, I used to work with a lot of meat breeds in Westbury, which where I learnt my meat breed from. They used to wind me up about it. Patana Shilajit, Miljasi, good time.
It comes from the northern
Okay,
area.
exactly.
Yeah.
But Joe Rogan said it's a compound that naturally is a phenomenon. He goes, yeah.
It is, of
It's a
course.
phenomenon that it boosts your testosterone
That high.
by some stupid amount that no other even thing manufactured chemical can do.
The thing with
It
this
naturally
is,
no it.
I've had
No,
it.
and-
Anabolic.
It is like a pre-workout, so it gives you a lot of energy.
For what? To do what with?
No, to go to the gym, of course, other things like that. You know, but like
Yeah,
you
boost
say,
everything,
your kind of line of work, yeah.
Dude,
Your kind of- that basically, if you have it 10 days straight, I think you'll become like Bob the Builder or MC Hammer.
You'll be poking holes through your mattresses for
But yeah,
days.
guys, if anyone does want Salvio Salajit Shop, it's available in SFC and Chonies Inc. on Manningham Lane. They are official sponsors alongside SFC on Manningham Lane, guys.
What about if people want to get it from outside of Bradford?
On the website.
It's on the website, yeah?
Yeah. Well, it will be in the next 2-3 weeks.
Okay, absolutely fantastic, man. It's really good. I
But
think,
make sure you finish the bottle off, because otherwise it's like half an effect. You
Oh, no,
Just let us know how you feel in the morning.
Yeah.
See, I don't want to rush it. If you have something that tastes nice,
Yeah.
you want to,
Savour it.
yeah, you want to savor the taste and enjoy it, you know, you don't want to rush it. Usually stuff that's usually healthy for you tastes nasty, so you knock it back.
Of course.
So yeah, it's a fantastic drink to be honest.
Of course, because Shilajit is quite bitter as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So obviously the
It's
ingredients
got
is
like a
that just
zinky iron
I don't know.
taste. Yeah, Shilajit generally normally has
I usually don't need that to be actually good.
Talking
So
about bitter.
you two might be using Shilajit and Patan, we don't need it.
I
what do you think I am? I'm a half yeah, fake Patan.
Much about talking about bitter, you know, when we used to be when we used to be young, we used to go to the shop, yeah.
Shut up.
When we used to go to the shop.
We
We don't do everything.
Every time we used to go to the shop, we used to get ice pops, and you know, for £1 you could get a lot in it, yeah. There's only one guy that I know who used to go to the shop and get like lemons.
I used to buy lemons.
He used to buy lemons, you know, all of that were getting
And
sweet.
he raw, yeah.
Raw
Basically,
lemons
my
and stuff.
testosterone is so high that it brings it down. You know, they say women is good. It's good for women, innit? Yeah, because it's good for estrogen. So my testosterone is so high naturally. I used to have to the lemons to bring it down. And it's not a joke. I'm not smiling. Honestly.
No way.
Honestly,
my
God,
testosterone's on the way.
Wait, yeah.
You don't get.
No, I
this
just
one
didn't know that
strawberries,
about
man.
lemons, to be fair.
Nah, I really like them.
I'm going to stay away from them.
Yeah, they're very bad for you. They're very bad for your sperm count.
No way.
Yeah, they're very bad for your sperm count.
As if.
This guy. The thing is, whenever he does something, I've seen this with him. Like,
does it to an
I've got
extreme.
to know you through online. I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep it real.
Yeah.
Anything that he does, he goes full ham on it though. Like he said, he'll read into it, everything. Even like me.
No, it's good. It's good. And I think, do you know when you keep like knocking yourself by saying that I used to be a geek and I used to be smart, I used to be this, bro. Just from this conversation alone, I can tell you're very knowledgeable.
Yeah,
guy.
but you know, he'll come into it and tell you humbling. I was at a stage where I predicted I'm going to hit this target by 20, I'm going to do this. By 25, I'm going to be assistant manager. By 30, when I used to push trolleys as a 16-year-old, I said I'm going to sit in that seat as the boss. Yeah? I sat in that seat at 29 as the
See, we had them
boss. I said I'm going to get a
conversations
Merc,
many times,
I'm going to get a German car. Remember, I come like from a poor family, bro.
Yeah.
I said I'm going to get a German or a BMW. I'm making these predictions at 16, 17, 20 years old, right? While we're licking shot and doing what we're doing, yeah? I'm going to be legit, I'm going to do this. But I did it all. I did it.
Yeah, but
and
that's
what
because you
happened is
had
I
ambition.
ruined it as well. I personally ruined it myself, If you don't appreciate what's given to you and you don't look after it and you don't stay on your deen and you don't stay, close to your family, you get ruined, before everything. And as you're getting older, people start realizing they become religious. They don't become religious because they've got anything else going for them. It's because as a Muslim, as you realize, you're thinking, everything I've been taught, I've realized it's true. Islam is the truth. It is the truth, and if I have to stick to it, this is what it is. Now, obviously, we're not the best Muslim. I'm not the best Muslim. I'm trying to be. That's why I'm reading so much about it. Now, like, my faith is undeniably, like, someone could ask me the smartest, most atheist Christian. I could prove Islam like that, no problem. Very strongly, you know what I'm saying to you? And that's because of all my mess-ups, all the stuff I've done wrong, all the things that caused my downfall. I had a bit of a downfall, I had a bit of a trip, there's no denying it. Where I am currently in life, I should be a lot higher. I'm not in a bad place, don't get me wrong, compared to other people, but because I set my targets so high, I currently feel like, I think I'm a bit of a failure. I should be a lot higher than what I am now. I should be sat on a podcast with you two. No, I'm joking. You know what I'm saying to you? It kind of humbles you in certain things that you do wrong, decisions that you're making in life where you think you're a gangster. What do you want to be a gangster for? All these? I want to be a dealer. I want to be this. I want to make money. I want to, be a businessman. But you don't look at even as you sell sharab. It's haram. It's the reason for being around it. It's the reason why it's wrong. So over the humbling experiences, I do think I do acknowledge. Look, I can be borderline cocky and arrogant. Look, I tell you, I've been to places. I swear to God, I've told them, look, listen, I've been to places. Sorry, man, I'm just looking at you. I've been to places, and I told him honestly. I said to him, look, I'm better than all of you in here. Like I would say that. I used to have meetings with the other managers. None of you on my level. Like I am better than you. I've got a tribunal case I'm going. I told that solicitor, I'm going to beat you. Like, I beat the Great Manchester Police. He's got videos of it. I beat them in a trial. I went to Crown Court. I beat Great Manchester.
Did you represent yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even in the tribunal is blocked.
So let's go into that. I want to hear about that. So what happened and why did you decide to represent yourself?
Because I'm very, very confident in my abilities. Look, there's certain things I'll tell you straight. Right, cars is one of them. I don't know anything. I don't know how to change a tire. I don't know what torque is. I don't know any of this shit that they talk about. Right, BSP and all this. Because I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about cars, yeah? I bought cars, like now I've got an X5, it looks nice. The one before it, BM, you might have seen the crash had. I bought it without even test driving it. I go, yeah, it's white, it's got a leather. Yeah, I'll have it. Looks nice.
He's like me, I don't know
anything about cars. So what I do know is I will go out my way and I will make sure I'm better than you. And then I will tell you, I'm better than you. Let's see if you can beat me. Now, like, that's how I will work day and night. I will make sure that you can't touch me. But that's what they did with Great Manchester Police.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, I beat them. And the judge even laughed at him like, well, you got beat by this guy here, bro.
Can you explain the case and give us a bit
Basically,
of
it was through a red light. It was, I think, when you had a kid. Oh no, something happened. Someone of yours passed away.
It was years ago. My uncle.
Someone passed away or something. I remember I went through some lights, and I said I didn't get the letter. They said you did get the letter. I said prove it. I didn't get the letter. So
See, mind you what he did, yeah? He ended up researching. Like Royal Mail, how much. He looked at some basic statistics.
Stats, yeah. I said, okay, how many letters they send do they really receive? So I took all these with me. I got my neighbours to sign to say we've got bad post. We did have bad post. And I went through other past cases and I presented it. So the barrister, they were so cocky and arrogant, they dismissed me, they wouldn't check. The judge goes, okay, have you checked? Right, well, no. Did you send it by signed for? You can actually use my name versus Great Manchester Police in that trial. I can give you the reference number. If you ever get caught for red light now, and you can use my court and reply back and say, right, you'll win the case. I think I got 6 points and £1,000 fine, and they returned it to me. I got it turned over, and I got damages as well. So yeah, at the moment I'm representing myself in Employment Tribunal. I'm more than confident. Like I said to them, I'm going to beat you. And this is a paid high court barrister. Like, I might lose. Don't get me wrong, but I'm pretty confident in my skills. Certain things I will research till the end. And if I lose, then it's a humbling experience. And if I win, fuck, my head's going to get so big.
You were mentioning earlier that you feel you're a failure.
Yeah, I do think so.
If you're, when look in Islam, it's not. Look, we're basic. We're not imams. We're not ulama. We're just normal people. We're roadmen. But in Islam, they say you're not always going to win. You can't always be at the top of the tree or top of the mountain. And I think sometimes, like you said, it was a humbling experience because for me, just sitting here, looking at it's like you were saying you had the nice cars and you had all that. But sometimes, like you said, you don't appreciate it until it gets taken away from you.
100%. I'll give you another thing, right? Which probably the young people who are watching now or other people, right? And I hope the people who is about see this as well. And I look at the camera and tell them this. You guys are roti in my house. I trained you my own time.
Look at this camera behind me.
Right. So these people, right, I tell you this how much I was dedicated to this place.
What do you call it? Chevels?
I want to say that, look, listen, it's going to be a thing on them, right? And it's good for me because I've realised, when you have everything, everyone wants to be your best friend.
Yeah.
Right? I'll tell you how dedicated I was. I did not care. I got 2 daughters, yeah? My eldest daughter, I didn't even see grow up. I remember when my eldest daughter was getting born, I dropped my missus off at the airport. Sorry, at the airport. I remember
international flights.
Did you miss this on the airplane?
No, I dropped her off at the hospital, and I picked my boss up and went to a meeting in London. When she was in labour, this is how stupid I was. Now at the time, this is how dedicated was the thingy. Yeah. I realised the job's a job. I didn't see my family. I didn't really care. All I cared about work. Right. My second daughter, obviously, I learned, and then the way that they grew up different is massively. You just see it thinking. When you have to spend time with your family, money's and everything works and everything. You see it, massive difference.
Do you regret that?
100%, massively. This is one of the things where I do call myself a failure in the sense that I should have been a lot higher. Yeah, I should have been a lot higher in the industry where I was. I won awards for it. I don't talk the talk. I have won awards for what I've done. Right. So you can take everything you want off me, but you can't take my awards off me. They're out there. Yeah, my figures are there. I've got it like with gold. You know what I'm saying? I've won these. It's not just me talking.
So in terms of your work.
So these people who I trained, right? I was so dedicated to these people. I thought that they were everything to me. I said to them, you know what to do? At work, I'm too busy. Come to my house. I'll feed you. Where Patan, Mizbani is a big thing, right? Yeah. I will feed you. I used to feed them roti in my house, right? And I used to go through with them. I promoted them. I wrote CVs for these people. They were working below me. If I had life easy, if I was selfish, these guys used to do everything for me. I go, if I'm your true friend, I need you to get promoted. I need you to be just the same level as me, right? No, I want to learn from you. I want to work with you. This is what these guys used to say to me, yeah? They don't know I took the rap for these guys as well, a lot of them, right? And this is my character as well. I will take you down with me if I want to be a sad person like you. I will take you guys down. I will mention your names, but they haven't done it. It is what it is. My own. I took the representation. I took the responsibility that I shouldn't have really been around these people to begin with. I've done it, I learned my lesson, yeah? But these guys don't call me no more. I used to train them, write CVs. I took them to a job interview. Where it was going to make my life harder now. It's my assistant. I took him to a job interview, made him a CV for him, got him promoted. I don't get a phone call with these guys now. How are you? Okay? My health went really bad, bro. I was suicidal at one point. You know, I'm a strong, confident guy. Can you see me as having mental health breakdowns and stuff like that? No, you can't see that.
It's rare though in our community.
Yeah, of course.
I was very, very.
I've always believed everyone.
When you have anything like I said, you were going up like this, and then you get crashed down. Bro, it's bad. Bro. I didn't want to be seen. I used to get changed, wear fresh, nice clothes. You know, like this. Yeah. Sit in my car, go towards the mosque.
Someone's playing a TikTok video.
Go outside.
I'll find it, all the time we're looking at my phone. I'll find the video, when you were in court.
So we're outside the mosque, yeah? And I would have going. I didn't want to be seen, You see how confident and cocky I am. It kills me, like these certain things where... And I realised no amount of mental health counselling. They don't give a shit about you. After 5 o'clock when your time's done, use the fucking number. They're going to pick up the phone for you. They've got problems themselves.
But when it comes to our religion as well,
Islam helps you more than anything. Islam helps you through this thing. They say there's a cure. The Quran is a cure for it. I'm living proof of it, bro. It's a cure where you can't believe it. Nothing can touch it. Like I said, I've had the most expensive mental health counsel you can get, right? And it nothing at all. You get to a certain point, how are you going to tell me how to live? You're a bum. You know what I mean? You can't teach me. The only thing that helps you is that. And coming from a person, Molvi tells you namaz pada kar. You say 5 namaz pada karna. Yara mere ko wuzu nahi hona. Mere ko pehle ek namaz nahi honi. So tusme mehru 5 namaz pado. I can't do it.
Sometimes
we're going to put them there, don't worry.
They're saying that, look, they say to you, go read. You should be reading 5 times namaz. Yeah, but I can't even get ready to do 1. How am I going to read 5? It don't happen, but slowly you got to do it, and it works.
It's a routine. It's a lifestyle.
Like through the remembrance
it's discipline as well.
But no one's perfect, right? No one's perfect. Don't get me wrong. We all make mistakes. Even the Maulvi, the big beat, is a sinner.
But listen, look, if we've got time, genuinely, keeping it real. If you've got time to go on TikTok, if you've got time to make videos, if you've got time to link birds, because we have to keep it on topic.
But boys, but
I'm referring
why being prejudiced?
Yeah, no, but I'm referring to us here. I'm not saying you guys don't bat that way. If you do, I've got nothing against that.
Don't say us. You're talking about girls.
No. Yeah. Don't worry.
Me.
Yeah. So
blame me. I take the blame.
If we've got time for all that, it's not that we don't have time for that. Unfortunately, it's excuses. There's always going to be some form of excuse. We'll always make an excuse. But
there it is. He's put the video there, but I've got a beat.
Let's show it on the screen.
Put it in there, the mic.
Put it in the court. There's one where it's in the actual court where he says Allah Akbar, I've got to read him.
Don't put my government name in there. Yeah, motherfuckers and what?
So guys, just check this out 1 second.
Not fucking guilty, mate. Yes, no. Don't put my government name in there. Yeah, motherfuckers and
Is that the one now?
There's one, it's a thingy, yeah.
No, but that's amazing to have the balls to be able to, and the self-belief. And do you know when you talk, it reminds me, like, you'll vouch for me for this. Yes. I'm very self-critical. I'll never say, oh yeah, I'm doing well. I always think, nah, I can do better. Do you get what I mean? So to hear someone like you who's like, nah, I'm doing shit, you're not doing shit at all. I think you're doing a fantastic job.
You know, one of the things where in work, like I said, I'm into management, yeah? Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I think I won awards and I did what I did well for was, I always believed, right, your team does it for you, right? The people around you and you need friendship, whatever, right? So I said, look, you know what I need you to do? I need you to be a good person, right? Forget your work. I don't give a shit about your work, right? I was telling, look, I'm going to have the mindset that you're not in today. So you could do no work today. So just imagine your job is to pack these bottles. Imagine you're phoning in sick. You've got a serious issue. I still need to pack them bottles, don't I? Yeah. So imagine you do no work. So the least amount of your work you're going to do is better than doing no work, innit? Mm. So if it takes you 10 hours to do them, in my mind, you're off sick, you're not doing them. So you doing them is a benefit for me. What I need you to do is become a good person. Understand why you're filling these bottles. Why I've chose you. Now you just repay me. And then secondly is build your confidence, right? To make you the most confident person. People who work with me, and people who work under me, and people who work around me, they have to be the most confident people ever. If you're confident, you're going to be happy. If you're going to be happy outside work, you're going to be happy inside work, yeah? You have to believe, I want you to believe that there's no one better than us as a team. There's no one better than you. Why should there be someone better than you? You work with me, and I'm the best. So you have to be the best.
So it's all about, like with our group that we've got online, TikTok, social media.
I spoke to you about this, how I would do things differently.
But it's like, look what you said, we work together, we elevate each other, we support each other.
Of course.
There's enough bread out there.
Exactly.
And whatever's written in your kismet, nobody can take that away from you. what's written for you is down to you if you want to make it the right or wrong way as well. If it's £1 million, you'll get to make it. If you get to spend it, that's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
But one thing I want to ask you, Bullet, is like, you know, obviously Zahid, he's got a lot of stuff that he's mentioned about work and stuff like that. I see you're very, you know, influential when it comes on like Snapchat. You got a lot of people that follow you. Do you ever get like youngsters approaching you on the street or like stuff like that when they see your videos? Do you think kids look up to you?
Well, I don't see myself.
Can I say, I'll say that I was just quiet now because I'll let you go, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you. In this side, he's not going to say it, right? We laugh and joke, right? You might have seen it. We rip the shit out of each other. One thing I'm going to say, I'm very proud of my brother here, yeah?
Yeah.
Not just for I think firstly it's his family, right? Mashallah, he's got one of the biggest families, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, this day and age, yeah, nobody sticks together. A lot of these kids fight, a lot of these, even their own first brothers fight, never mind kids, yeah? Bullet has always made sure he's maintained the family unit, that way, one family, right? He keeps them together, he keeps them, make sure they're all together, they all respect each other. And then as a whole, right, the young kids in the end, and I know I take the piss out of him this just to wind him up, yeah? Every kid in our end knows Bullet. Not because obviously Bullet entertains them, or sorry, Bullet's doing this and that. Bullet will stop next to each kid, Assalamu alaikum, Putter, you okay? How are you doing?
So he'll give them time basically.
He gives time to everybody, right? And sometimes it pisses me off. You know, go. But the respect, you know what it says? Respect is given if you show respect as well.
100%.
Bullet will show respect to the smallest kid to the eldest. He gives time to everybody. He's at every dua. Janaza, he's there.
No, I've seen it. I've seen it.
You know, he's and something I'm slacking in. I need more. I need to do this more often, right? You know, anytime there's any wedding or anything there, he's always there. Any help he can do, any burial he tries helping out in. So it's something that I'm proud of as a friend that he does, yeah. And influential side, I think in our area, I wouldn't say there's anybody even half as close as him.
Because I normally say you're like the Oldham version of Fish. You know Fish.
But I know Fish is funny, right? I don't know him, but I know him. Like people say to me, you like Fish. I say he's like my guru, bro.
Yeah. Is he your study?
Bro,
yeah.
trust me, bro.
Shout out to Fish.
Yeah, no,
Suspicious Fish. Yeah.
Listen, people say like, online they will say.
He's seen it for years.
Bro, I say, listen, that guy's on the level, bro. Yeah, I accept. Yeah, I'm a bit funny, but you can't touch that guy. But no one can touch him, bro.
His banter, the way he
but he's naturally doing it.
Violates people is at a different level.
So there's no like competition.
Yeah, he had a video from a guy. I'm sure he was from Oldham. It went viral in prison. They did like fire in the cell. I heard he passed away.
Oh shit! So but the final point is like I said. Is influential side, the whole of Oldham. I don't think because Fish is fully said. I'm talking respect-wise, yeah. From the elders, so we have people who do with politics. They'll ring Bullet, get your boys around. The youngers, they'll be like any rolling going off. They'll tell him to sort it out. And the small children, I'm saying, people, you know, children, they know him. Like our mate's got kids, be that son and all these, right? He'll take him around in the car, drive him around, you know. So something I'm very proud of, and something where I probably need to be doing a bit more of, right? There's something where I'm lacking in. I'm borderline like a bit of a prick when it comes to it, yeah. I miss things, you know, I'll miss a wedding, I'll miss a janaza here, which I shouldn't really do, to be honest, I need more. But alhamdulillah, Bullet, it's got a lot of influence over the young youth in our area. A lot of respect he's got from him. And the elders.
The reason
I think that's something that's been instilled in me by my parents, my uncles as well, my aunties. They've always told me to respect everyone. And in terms of like, you know, we're talking about the youngsters and stuff, yeah. I remember when I was young, us lot growing up, yeah. One of our elders, I'm going to mention his name, and that one, big up AJ, big up road. Like when us lot were young. I remember,
by sweets, remember,
you know what? Is that the uncle or brother who's like big, built like a tank?
That's the brother.
Is it the one big?
Yeah, the
whole family in that one.
The big guy, his brother, younger brother, yeah. So I remember we used to buy sweets every day.
Shop the stuff and that.
What, black shirt and fruit shoot?
You're not proper. Remember once you paid for everyone's haircut once.
Yeah, in the bar. It weren't only that, you know, like anyone can do that, and anyone can go, you know, pay for anyone's haircut.
Is there salam you should do with them?
Yeah, and it's the way that, you know, his ikhlaq as well. The way his ikhlaq was, you know, he had good salam dua with everyone. I remember when we were young, like I'm about, you know, years ago, he had a Lamborghini, 2003 or 4. It was 2004. It was a left-hand.
I actually cleaned them up as well.
It was a left-hand drive. It was a left-hand drive yellow Lamborghini Gallardo. And I remember when we were young in that one, we've asked him to take us for a spin in the car. Bro, there was about 6-7 of us, yeah.
But his head would have fit in.
Did you all get into the car? 6 of you?
No. You know what? You know what it did? And it's a 2-seater car. He ended up telling his mate to get out of the car and took every single one of us for a spin in the car.
One by one.
One by one. Wow. We all took pictures in the car. My mate went home to get his camera. we ended up taking pictures for our MSN profiles.
I remember MSN.
The original bully at hotmail.com.
That's mine.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Zipzuk.
You know, he has got the reason I was asking these questions is because I've kind of seen you, you know, online, in real life, met you like that, and even though you say you've got like you're a big kid in a small kid, big kid in a man's
Big
body.
kid trapped in a man's body.
I've seen it in the background where even though you feel like, you know, you're not mature, but like he said, he's got that gap with everyone.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
talks to everyone.
Yeah, everybody.
He goes everywhere. I've seen that on your social media. I've seen it when you come to Bradford. There's one thing that you mentioned on a live that I kind of want to touch upon now is that obviously wherever you go, whenever you got a Pakistani community, Muslim community, you know, like opposite SFC, you were mentioning on the live that your grandma.
My grandma, yeah. So like my mum's side of the family are all from Bradford.
Right.
They were all born in Bradford, apart from like two of my aunties and stuff. And they were all they used to live in Hanover Square as well.
Yeah.
I
mean, legendary woman. Everyone will always remember her through all her grandkids, through all her family, and I think most respected woman that I've ever met. And I had the fortunate thing to go Umrah with her. Spent a good 4 weeks in Umrah with her.
Have you done Umrah?
You know what? It was my childhood dream to always go. And it was because my grandma, alhamdulillah, she used to go. I'm going to get to that now as well.
Yeah.
She used to go Hajj and Umrah every year.
Right.
Hajj, you know, then after a bit, you know, you could only go like I think once every 5 years or something. But she went, you know, for the past, you know, over 20 years, as far back as I can remember, she used to go every single year. Wow. And not only did she used to go, she used to take, you know, like
people with her.
She used to take people with her and stuff as well. And so from the age of, you know, like from 2007, 2008, I always wanted to go Umrah with her as well. But the reason why I could never go around that time was because I was always I was a young teenager, got onto the wrong side of the law, I was always getting arrested and stuff,
Having fights, getting into trouble.
Yeah, just dumb shit really.
Yeah. And we've all been there, I've done that kind of stuff as well.
And then after a bit, you know, like there were about 6 years in that period where I couldn't travel anyway.
Yeah.
And then when my opportunity finally came, it was in 2018 when my grandma said it to me.
Yeah.
Wallahi, you know, when she said it to me, like I cried in that one because it was a dream come true for me. You know what I mean? Ever since I was young, as far back as I can remember, I always wanted to go Umrah with her. And then not only that, I went with her, my mum went with her, so I was very lucky, very fortunate to go spend the whole of Ramadan in Umrah.
With your grandma?
With my grandma as well. And, you know, she was a very blessed woman, alhamdulillah. And the reason why I believe, you know, like she had, she had so much blessings. I said that she used to live in Hanover Square in Bradford. Yeah. And there's a masjid over there as well.
Masjid
Nimra, yeah. And now that used to be, it was always a mosque. There used to be, I think, one house at the time.
Yeah.
And next door to it was my grandma's house.
Right.
And my grandma, she moved to Oldham, and she donated the house, you know, to the masjid.
Subhanallah.
And she did that at a time, like, you know, when my uncles were young.
Yeah.
You know, they were like, you know, teenage rebels, you know, tearaway teenagers and stuff. And my granddad had passed away as well.
So it would have been hard for him.
Yeah, so it was very hard for her. So it was like a very testing time for her in her life. And at that time, she ended up donating the masjid. I mean, she ended up donating her house to the masjid.
Yeah. And
she moved to Oldham for a fresh start, where my mum and dad had already moved, like I think about a year or 2 years before that, or a couple of months before that. And she moved into a council house in Oldham. And alhamdulillah, you know, like I could see, you know, even looking back at it now, that all the success that my uncle have got. It's all down to my grandma for that sacrifice that she made as well. Yeah.
It's like when you think about your elders, they were the glue of the family.
Of course, yeah. And you know what? I was I never got to see any of my grandfathers. May Allah give him Jannah. But I lost both of my grandmas, you know, only recently, within a year of each other.
Yeah.
My dad's mum and my mum's mum. My dad's mum passed away first, which was 2021, and then in February, my mum's mum, like last year, ended up passing away. And obviously, like, it was a very hard, you know, death.
Hard time,
you know, hard time, because within 1 year we ended up losing, like, my mum lost her mother-in-law and her mum.
Yeah.
And she lost two of her aunties as well.
Do you feel, you know, like, obviously death is inevitable. It's going to come to all of us, but it's like close people. Myself, my grandma passed away in 1997. I remember the day because it's like 4 days after my birthday. So I never really celebrate my birthday now, because it's like kind of a dark moment. Whenever my birthday comes, I remember my grandma. Do you feel that, like, even though time's gone on, people say like time's a healer and that kind of stuff?
No, you know what? We were talking about, like, my cousin before and stuff as well. When you were saying it, so there's a couple of people that I've lost in my life.
Yeah.
And like, time's a healer is just like, let's be honest, it's just.
I've got, and the friends that I've got, they've been through a lot of stuff, and if even one message can get through to one person, you can change your ways. I think we've kind of done a good job there.
Of course.
We have our food, we have a laugh, we have a joke. That's there. That'll always be there. But I think before we sign off, I think let's finish on a positive, because it's not that I'm on a downer. I think it's just because of so much that's been said. Mentally, I don't feel drained, but my mind is going like 200 miles per hour.
Yeah.
I think if Chinkz is there, if we call him back, I just wanna. This is totally off topic. Forgive me, guys. I'm just trying to lighten up the mood. I've got these weeks.
Winning a bit deep and stuff, and
Yeah. Look, I appreciate you coming on, because
one final message, for youngsters.
Yeah.
If you've still got your parents, value them. If you've still got your grandparents, well, value them. Appreciate their time. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've had mates around me from a young age who have lost their parents, lost their grandparents. I've got mates who are like orphans from a young age. They've got no mum or dad. If you still got them, appreciate them, their time and that, man.
Yeah, because there's people, like you said, who parents have passed away. There's people whose parents have split up, and they've had a hard childhood because they don't have that father figure or mother figure.
And always, whenever you're going through any kind of difficulty, just always know that, look, someone's in a worse situation than you. Alhamdulillah, like me and like you lot watching, you lot, listening and watching at home.
Yeah.
I promise you, by Allah, you're living somebody else's dreams. Whenever you're going through a low time and that, man, I started telling myself, I'm still living somebody else's dream. Even when I was like locked up in jail, I thought, look, I've got a bed to sleep in, I've got a roof over my head, you know what I mean? I've got hot water, I've got drinking water, I've got access to food, hot food, cold food, There's plenty of stuff that we've got that other people take granted for.
No.
Plenty of stuff that we've got that we take granted for that people would love to have, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think, can we speak in Portuguese?
Right, okay, this is another thing that we've got to do as well, yeah? You got to teach me something.
No, but listen, not Pushto, because he speaks
Teach me Pushto, man. Shut up.
Go on then, alright, go
Shut
on.
up. Teach me whatever you teach me.
Right, listen. Let me and Bully start it off, and then you and Chinkz can do it. So Bully, basically, there's two colours. How it works is one is nice and one isn't.
Come on, popcorn flavour. Let me see the flavours.
Right, you choose a colour from there, then we'll pick that out. Choose a colour.
Right, listen, when you use your Shmeer guy thing.
Inshallah, some point, choose a colour. Anyone, choose a colour.
Got some liver and onions.
Yeah. Listen, I don't like onions. Wait first.
Go first. You should have done it like this.
Yeah, we are. I'm telling him to choose a. Right, pass this.
Oh, you're not dead fish, is it?
No. Listen. 1 minute. Listen. Right. From there, you hold that. They're not allowed to see that now.
Yeah.
Choose a colour.
Okay,
I need to choose a colour.
You choose a colour.
Are these cameras all on? The phones as well?
Everything's on.
Right. No, listen. What colour are you choosing? Right, what colour is that? Can you find the matching one here? No, look, what does it look like?
That one there.
So is that it?
I think that's it there. Is that it there?
Oh, shit.
So for the people
right,
who
are you going for that one?
This is the Bean Boozle challenge.
Yeah.
The Bean Boozle challenge is we have 2 jelly babies that look identical. One tastes nice, one tastes like shy. So I think these guys, what have you got?
Well, we've gone for this one. It's kind of got dots in it, so it's either gonna be listen. This is gonna either be sick or peach, or it's gonna be dead fish or strawberry banana.
Sick on peach.
It's either gonna be sick or peach flavor, or the other option, what it looks similar to like, is gonna be dead
peach
fish.
And sick mix.
No. One is sick. One is sick. Yeah. So no. One is ulti.
Yeah.
One is ulti sick. And one is peach flavor. Listen, 1 minute. Guys, we apologize. Chinkz is a bit active. He's had that Shalajit shot from Salvio. Man's active. I'm telling you guys, he is next level. So guys, the one we've got is either sick or peach. Is that camera on? Because I don't want to be looking into it. Is that camera on?
That camera's on, yeah.
So it's either sick or peach, or it's dead fish and strawberry and banana. You know what to do? Let's go first. Get that. Let's read Bismillah. Get it on. Is that camera on?
That camera's just touch it a bit more like that way.
Turn it our way. Yeah. Is that one on?
Yeah, that one should be on.
That's straight on your face.
Yeah. So guys, this one is either sick or peach, or it's gonna be dead fish or strawberry and banana.
So what? Both get a nice one.
Then we're buzzing in it. Right, let's read Bismillah. Let's do it the right way.
Rahim.
You can do that then. You can finish it off with that. You can finish it off, Dodi.
1, 2, 3.
I'm alright.
I'm alright, me.
No way.
You chose like a dodgy colour. Right, okay. Forget these lot.
You need to go again.
Yeah, no, wait, we need to go again. Wait.
Get them 2 yellow ones, bro. They're the same here.
Get some nasty looking ones.
Yeah, do them 2 yellow ones.
Yeah. Oh, wait, why have you turned this one to my side?
I don't know.
Yeah, don't worry, man. Go on, what
the same
That's
colour.
so this one, guys, this one is a rotten egg or butter popcorn. Yeah.
Oh, I don't like none of them flavours.
Listen, no, this one left in here.
Listen, that's not Nick.
Listen, let's go.
He's not putting his mouth. Let me see.
Mine was nice.
Get some tissue. Get some tissue.
His mouth.
Hello. Go get some tissue from the bathroom, please.
Yes, man.
What flavour is it?
Why have you done ulti all over the
It's
floor?
not ulti, it's spit, you know.
It looks yellow.
That's the sweet.
What flavour was it?
Ass
Alright, you two
flavour.
do it now, innit? But
Right, let's
Yeah,
go.
go.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Boom. Mine tastes nice.
what's yours?
Chick loves that round flavour anyway, man.
What is it?
Somewhat burnt, bro.
What colour was it?
Red.
Alright, let's go again. Boom.
Old bandage. No. Listen, do the yellow one.
Do the yellow one.
Nah.
Let's do these ones.
Yeah, do
No.
Go on, bam.
Alright, once to no, that's not fair. Yeah, it tastes like toothpaste. You can eat toothpaste. Which one tastes like toothpaste? One of you.
Mine tastes nice.
Mine tastes nice. Let's go again. What's going on?
You probably got the trust me, grab the yellow ones. Grab the yellow
You haven't
ones.
got yellow ones, you
I
do.
You have, man. You have.
Look, them two.
Well, let's do that. The fuck is doing
But I get the
Yeah.
light pink ones. The lightest pink ones. They've got like blue in it as well. Light blue.
Because they're fucking
Bro,
all.
just look that colour there. Yeah, that colour there. That one there. That one there.
That one there.
Yeah.
You sure it's not that one there?
Yeah, where's the matching one to that then?
Where's the matching one to that?
There.
That one there.
That's
that one
matching. Yeah, that's matching. You fucking idiot.
That's not matching. You're fucking
That's matching.
colorblind.
Yeah.
there. No, one's yellow. No, there, yeah, this one here, look, that one
Are you
there.
sure? I think all you lot are colorblind.
Look, them two are the same.
Listen,
Yeah, them two are
Chink,
same.
let's be real, yeah? Let's split these in half. Yeah, let's just fucking go like that.
Yeah, go on.
Let's just go like that. Let's just go like that, yeah? You take that half, I'll take this half. Just fucking scranoma. Fucking scranoma. Get up down, you mate.
Dila, mad bastards. Go on.
Yeah, because if it tastes half like shit, it's gonna taste half nice.
Show me, man.
Listen, you get the mic.
Leave it.
I like the taste.
I got some nasty shit. I'm trying to chew it, so some nasty flavor coming.
This one tastes like bacon. Oh, they got bacon. Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't spot the spot over there. Oh shit.
Turn away! Yes, it is.
Eat more.
Yeah.
No, you, not me.
They ain't even edible!
He's a sweaty. Put them all in your mouth.
No, one by one.
No, one by one, no.
Here, mix it up, bro.
Bro, chuck it all in.
Real men do it like this.
No.
Patan, gone. Bam! Bam!
Listen. One time, come on. Yeah, you say I do anything for fun.
Go, go.
And them. No, my mouth small. My mouth small.
Your eyes are small as well.
Turn this one back on. Oh my god.
Press the button.
Put that one on there.
Pop
Turn it
that
on the
there,
red one.
Ay, shit.
What's he saying? We're real Patan.
Yes,
Go on then.
hospital thingy.
Yeah, house babe, go on. Big Patan. Go on.
Good.
Fucking hell.
That was nasty, bro. Try that one. That tastes like fucking dirty pussy. That's smelling them sweaty ones after a 6-hour dancing
Come
session.
closer to the mic.
Behind George Bush. Oh, Santa Lagni, you want? You can't take it.
Boys.
That's not the word.
Before we go.
Oh, they have to teach me some.
Praise the yard, that was it. That's what can't be, bro. They got bring us.
Right, Chinks. We do a segment. You gotta teach me some Apni Zaban.
Apni Zaban. Kiri Zaban Sikhniya. Pukhto is the game.
Listen, I think it's fair. Listen, I think it's fair. Cause you mainly speak Pushto.
Strictly Pushto, bro.
Let him teach you some in Hinko.
I can speak mid-free. Yeah. Tiko, TK, Sari, TK.
No, but he knows as well what to do. You teach him some in Hinko, and you can teach him some in Pushto. I think that's fair.
I'm a real Pukhto. He's fake.
Yara.
Jana, we're doing for the session.
Okay, come on then. Nice and slow. Nice and gentle.
Isa kuch ija akhna.
Picture vajna.
Isa kuch akhna ne wake me. No. He's gonna teach you.
Okay.
Isa kuch akhna puri zindagi yaad rakh.
I said that again.
I said isa.
Allah मैं तो आखिर उस नटे में आके अंगुल दे तो उसमें पूरी बात आ जाती.
Slowly.
Pola akos. Pola akos.
Allah से उस नटे में आके ना अंगुल दे. उस नटे में आके. उस नटे में आके अंगल दे. उसमें पूरी बात
I could just tell by the hand signals we make.
Listen. Go Jorak. Tell him some.
That's good thing.
No, it is, but tell him some answers. That's too long. Keep it sweet, simple.
I know, nice.
But something.
But yes, we Hinko wise, isn't it?
I want to go home and I want to tell my wife.
मेरी गाल से ऐसा कुछ गाली जा आँख ना पूरी जिंदगी याद रख सी ब निकी जी गाल रख. Dory. I'm telling him to say something which is simple and not overcomplicated.
Okay, I'll say what kind of sex you got in Hinko.
Don't tell me what you're saying.
Nah, in Vic, मेरी गाल सुन.
You gotta keep it interesting.
No, I know. I'll speak to him in Upper but Vic, you can hear me.
So why do you tell him? I don't know.
No, because you're the
Come
guest.
on, man.
I'm with him all the time. I teach him stuff and he only says hello Janu, that's it, and good night Janu.
Okay.
Janu. Vic, putti ji gal dasalo sala.
Mini kire rangani juraba payani.
Okay, say it slow.
Mini?
नहीं कुछ और आके नहीं गोलियां लब सुन तू पागल है डिस्को
Go.
Mini kire range ni juraba payani.
Mini
kire range ni juraba payani. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say that.
Say that again.
No,
Come on, say 2 words at a time
now.
now.
What he's saying is too long. Listen to me.
I've got it, man. Go on, show.
Mini means girl, yeah?
Okay.
Kere
Rangane. So mini kere rangane.
Juraba payan.
Mini kere ranga juraba payane.
Something about underwear. I know that.
No.
Juraba socks.
But you're right. It really means underwear. But it's asking.
Meri jeri rangani. Juraba. Payani.
Yeah.
Meri jeri.
No, mini means
mini
but you have to
jeri.
stop when you say mini. Kere rangani juraba payani. Let me do it.
No, listen.
That's right.
Mini jeri rangani.
No, mini.
Mini kere rang juraba parani.
No, you have to do it.
They're both coconuts.
Listen, you have to do like this. Mini kere rangani juraba payani.
Mini kere juraba payani.
Alright, listen, I got a good one for you.
Go on.
Before we finally pass you on to bully, yeah, because push door is not easy, man. It's hard.
Okay.
Listen to me, yeah. I'm gonna teach you something. Genuinely, it'll take you a long way. So say mere to each.
I know that's us.
No, but say to each.
Mere to each.
Kira. Buluknai.
I like taking it up the ass.
No, come on, man. I'm not. No, say again. Say mere to each Kira Buluknai.
Mere to each bridge kolaklai.
No, man, you don't know anything.
What the fuck do you mean? Why did he come say here?
He's not even on that.
Right, push the time. Come on. I'm learning.
In Bogota.
Sober आके.
आजम बरकत शाह का आजम.
That's की बात है यार.
No.
Go on.
I'll say something simple. Stanum sede. Yeah.
What does that mean?
What a trouble thing to say. Why would you say so?
You don't even know what you mean. You
Listen,
don't know what you mean. I'm not teaching you.
Stanum sede. So what type of Pakistani can I say that to?
No, it's Pushto.
Pushto.
Pathan, so you know all the boys in the Bronx,
So
BD3, shout out to the BD3 boys.
No, they are.
Yeah, so
the Pathan,
why
they
do you
speak
say
Pushto.
No, because
They speak Pushto, yeah.
Hinko, Punjabi,
Asking you what you
Patwari
ask
is
is for
different.
what's your name.
Yeah, so obviously
Yeah, but it's good.
Say that again.
You want to flirt with it. You want to have a bit of banter with it. You don't want to say let it.
Alright, what would you
Yeah, you don't want to get him twice as well, innit?
What are you going to teach him in
twice,
Pushto?
really.
What would you teach him in Pushto?
Miss Hokeloi. Is that what I said?
But you said to me, they're garam lagin in water.
They garam
They're kishta lagi. That's it. I can't tell you.
Right, Chinks was to go for gambling and don't push it on.
Right, let's lock it up. Guys, thank you very much.
One last confession.
1 minute, listen, let him finish off.
One last confession, yeah. I didn't even have one sweet, bro. One of them's over here.
I told you. I told you.
Leave it.
I got onto him.
You got onto me.
Right, go outside, I'll do all the professional shit.
Guys, thank you very much. I know it's been a long podcast. There's been a lot of stuff that's been happening throughout. We've had some high moments, stuff mentioned about Oldham. You know, Chinkz talking about his past growing up, his job, the good and bad that's happening in his life. Thank you to both of you for coming on. Thank you, Bullet. You know, seriously, it means a lot because it's an eye-opener for myself, for us, even the producer behind the camera. We've been looking at him time to time and you can see that it's affected all of us in one way or another. Guys, if you are enjoying the podcast, I'd appreciate if you could hit that subscribe button. Do hit a follow because without your guys' support, none of this would happen. You know, thanks to Chinkz and Bullet for coming on the podcast. It means a lot. I hope all you guys have enjoyed the video. Big shout out to our sponsors for this episode. Salvio.
I've tested it. The best thing.
Really?
I've fully tested it.
Has it kicked in that quick?
I've fully tested it.
You said you're a real bird and it takes time, no?
Brother, trust me.
You're like a...
And also, do you know what I want to say? Everyone, right, it's an opera podcast for happening British Asians, yeah?
Get behind your own
lads.
Locals.
You know, we're obviously covering all sort of topics. You need to get behind it.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's support. It's like a business that you need to support. Look, we have people pushing for black-owned businesses. We have obviously the Jewish people producing theirs. Let's push out one of our own.
Follow me, guys. One needs a bug. Me and Hass. You know, we're trying our best. Do follow us because it's thanks to you guys. It's thanks to brothers like this who are coming on the podcast, actually making it happen. And I've actually enjoyed it.
I've looked forward to today for a long time since they told me that you guys were coming on.
Have we delivered?
Bro, I've had the
More
best.
than delivered.
I swear to God, I can't remember the Monday that was this good.
If you guys
take my number now, ring me later. I'll give you a massage.
One second. Is it still on? I just want to finish off on this, guys. I don't know if you can kind of aware, but you've probably seen throughout the podcast that
I love the show, by the way.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you.
Episode by episode, we're growing. You know, and in the first two podcasts, people were like, you know, you've got issues with your mics. It's not the audio. It was that we had the mics. These are directional mics, so they need to be in front of your face, not on the side of you, like we've been doing, like numpties.
I'll be like this.
No, it's fine. It's in front of you. It's fine. It'll pick it up. All I just want to finish off on is that look like something that Chinkz said. We're all here. We should all grow together, elevate each other, support each other. There's no reason to bring anyone down because at the end of the day, what is written for that person, no matter what you do, if someone's supposed to have something, even if there's two mountains in between them, they'll get to that destination.
If something's
not meant for you. You can get the whole world behind you, and you won't be able to get it. I am keeping it professional. This guy is just being a bit of a numpty.
Do you know what it is? Inshallah, do you know what? In the coming months and stuff as well, we're getting you back on.
I've had a blast. Right, listen, what I'm saying is, final thing is, obviously there's any fit birds in here, there obviously isn't, but
chill out, man.
I've got the best moustache on TikTok. Can you make sure you zoom that in, yeah?
Let's get a shot. You go on. 1 second. Let's do this.
Zoom it. Yeah, this is the best moustache on TikTok.
Listen, I want to zoom out. I want to get a thumbnail of all of us looking at the camera. The main camera.
Moustache. There you go, beautiful. Back to the normal.
Right, listen, can we get back to the normal? Because I just want to quickly finish off and then we can get... Can we all just look into that so we can get like a thumbnail and just basically put our hands up and we'll do one serious and then one... not that, serious. Yeah, that's fine. And then let's do one funny one.
I was doing the funny one.
Ask him, man.
So, Chinkz, 1 second, Chinkz this way. Chinkz, this way. Chinkz, this way. I'm just signing off. No, so, guys, thank you very much to everyone who's watched. I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. As you've seen, we've seen a lot of highs, a lot of lows, and moments where me and Hass literally got speechless. So, guys, if any of you are following Chinkz, do follow him up. ZahidChinkz on TikTok, everything. Bully Rahim as well. He's on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Follow him up. He posts a lot of good content. He's always going out to fights. He went recently to Dubai as well. But anyways, on that bombshell, on that note, we are going to put
and I apologise. I'm a very fidgety guy all the way through.
No, it's fine.
So. Honestly, brothers,
thank you very much. By the way, you
actually
are a spitting image of Pakistan's #1 podcaster. He's called Ganja Swag. and you are a spitting image of him.
Do you know what the funniest thing is? When I went to listen,
that's what it's called.
Gajni Swag. The funniest thing is when I went to Pakistan, I was in Karachi and people were taking pictures of me and they were basically sending it to that guy and they were retweeting it, and I was going around and actually a lot of times people pulling me over and say Gajni Bhai, and I'm like, no, my name is Munchbox Bhai. Get it right, get it right. My name's Munchbox, my brother. It's taken me a long time to build it up, but guys, on that note, on that bombshell, we're gonna catch you in the next episode.
Leave it.